be authentic. See, that's the biggest mistake that people are making in today's social media, I'm posting everything online world. You confuse being authentic with oversharing. And unfortunately, you thinking, oh, I'm just letting people know what's going on with me, and then they're seeing all your relationship drama, they're seeing the bad mistakes that you're making, they're seeing your bad decisions. And then you wonder why people don't respect you, or don't trust you, or are secretly judging you. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that privacy isn't secrecy. Privacy is actually wisdom. It's about being smart and being very selective with what you share with who. Guys, privacy isn't about having something to hide. It's about deciding who has earned access to your life. Today, guys, I want to go over 8 things that I personally feel you should never tell anyone. Number 1 is your insecurities. This one is so crazy to me. So many people are very quick to let people know, like, oh, I wish I was taller, or oh, if I just had better hair, right? I'll meet people and they'll right away start making like excuses for something they're insecure about, when I would have never in a million years picked up on it. And the truth is, most insecurities are completely invisible, but when you point them out or let everybody know, hey, I'm insecure about X, Y, and Z, it automatically puts a spotlight on it. And then people can't stop thinking about the fact that you're insecure about your ears. To number 2, which is how much money you have. Your savings, your net worth, how much money you make in terms of your job, your 401k. Here's the deal. Once somebody knows your number or how much you have or don't have, they automatically start forming opinions about you. If you say you're broke and they know that you don't have money, they're going to form opinions. They're not going to invest in you, because we don't invest in people that we view as broke. If you have a lot of money, people might start to think that you're stuck up or snobby, or might want something from you. Money, unfortunately, has a tendency to change relationships, even when you don't want it to. And so the best course of action, if there is somebody that you know casually, or even your friend circle, unless it's something that is important to the context of your relationship or a conversation or something you're doing or trying to do, I really personally feel like it's beneficial to just keep it to yourself. People can tell, for the record. People can tell when you're doing well, and they also can probably tell when you're not doing well. But keeping it private, in my opinion, is going to save you a lot of grief, aggravation, and possibly loss of friends or relationships. Number 3 is relationship problems. And this one is something that so many people make the critical mistake of discussing and divulging things that are personal and private that you should not be divulging to your friends or people that don't need to know that there's something wrong going on. Because the reality is that when you share maybe something like negative about your partner or the problems that you're having, it changes people's perception of not only you, but the person that you're with. Don't get me wrong, right? I've been there. I know that it feels good to kind of talk to somebody about, your situation. But when you tell your friend, your family, about a situation with your relationship that is not something they need to know, you're probably going to make up. You guys are going to kiss, have sexy action, and everything's going to be roses, right? But these people that you told that love you or know you and know your partner, they don't forget it. And so now in the back of their head, it has tainted their view of this person, when the reality is that this too shall pass. Which brings me to number 4, your sex life. This is not something that you need to be divulging or sharing with your buddies, honestly, or, people that don't know you. Keep it to yourself. It is a private, intimate thing that is between you and whoever you are getting frisky and freaky with. Period. Be as freaky and frisky as you possibly want. If it's between 2 consenting adults that are both into it, I say go with it, right? If you want to dress up like a chicken, I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is you ignoring ED. Erectile dysfunction. It is something that's going to happen to a lot of guys. And again, what are you going to do? You're going to talk to all your boys about, yep, I can't get up? No, of course not, because it's embarrassing. We as dudes don't divulge that. And a lot of times we stick our head in the sand and we're like, oh, we'll make excuses, right? Oh, it's because I'm tired, or I had a long day at work, or I drank too many beers, or whatever. When the reality is, guys, there is something you can do about it. Today's video sponsor, Rougiette, is what I'd like to recommend. This is an incredible product. It's a 3-in-1 ED medication that is both the active ingredients as the popular ED meds, but it also has a third ingredient called apomorphine, which helps prime and boost the arousal signals in the brain, which for a lot of guys is the missing component. Rougiette Ready is a sublingual, which means it's going to bypass digestion and get into your bloodstream a lot faster, as opposed to some of the other ED meds that you take and you're just like sitting around wondering like, is this thing gonna kick in? What's up, buddy? Right? With this, it can start working in as little as 15 minutes and stay active in your system for up to 36 hours, which means that one dose and you could potentially have like multiple sessions throughout the weekend. Rouge Yet Ready is 100% online. All you do, you hit the link, you fill out a questionnaire, a doctor reviews it, and if prescribed, they're gonna ship you your Rouge Yet Ready directly to your door in discreet packaging. Guys, if you're ready to take control or you've tried other ED meds that were inconsistent, I want you to check out Rouge Yet. If you hit that link down below, you're gonna go to rougeyet.com/alpha-M, all right? It's a special link. If you use the discount code alpha-M, you're gonna get 15% off your first order of Rouge Yet. Number 5 is your bad behavior. All right, social media has allowed every dumbass to post every bad decision at a moment's notice. You see it, right? So many people are posting things and you think to yourself, why are they posting that? It makes them look terrible. Unfortunately, once you get into the habit of starting to divulge way too much about yourself or everything that you're doing, it becomes like almost addictive. And then it's like if you don't do it, you feel like you're missing out or that your fans are going to need to know. Your fans don't need to see you drinking 25 beers, passing out, and doing something ignorant. Your fans don't need to see your bad behavior, your bad language, all of the things that you're doing that are self-destructive. Gentlemen, do better. Do not allow everybody to know how dumb you are, even if you are stupid. If you're a hot mess, be a hot mess in private and don't let everybody know about it. Also, family drama or dirt. Number 6, every family has their shit. Just throwing it out there. You're not special. Your family isn't weirder than other families. It might be pretty weird or pretty dysfunctional, but take it from somebody that has endured a very dysfunctional family. It's not unique. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to share. You don't need to make yourself feel better by letting everybody know how bad it was or whatever. I feel like you need to deal with it, have the conversation with the person. You don't need to discuss it in public because it changes people's perception of these other people, and it's just not fair. I know that you might have had bad stuff happen. We all have. Nobody gets out of this life unscathed. And family, it's a tough situation. You may not necessarily like everybody in your family. That's fine. You don't have to. Just because somebody's family doesn't mean you need to love them. But I feel like you should be respectful because not only does it reflect poorly on them, it kind of reflects poorly on you. Which brings me to the next thing you should never tell anybody, and that is somebody else's secret. If somebody has come to you in confidence because they trust you and told you something, you breaking that trust and telling somebody, even if you're like, don't tell anyone, I swear, okay, if I tell you, you promise you won't, right? Have you ever done that? You shouldn't have. Do not tell somebody else's secret. If they want other people to know, they will tell them. They're telling you because they want somebody to share something that's personal and private with. They might need your help. They might need just an ear to listen to them. But they don't need you going around and telling other people. Do not stab other people in the back. Do not gossip. And when it gets back to this person, because typically it usually does, they're never going to trust you again. And so the best course of action is keep it to yourself, between you guys. That's how you build deeper bonds and friendships, and that ultimately is something that I feel every man should be, and that is a man of his word. Which brings me to the final thing, and that is your plans. I know you might be doing amazing things, right? You've got big dreams, big goals, big visions, awesome. But keep it to yourself until further along in the process. You're gonna save yourself a lot of aggravation and a lot of, unfortunately, embarrassment. A lot of people are very good about it. As soon as they get excited about an idea or something that they want to do, they just start running that mouth, telling everybody because they're excited. And then the people that you tell get excited and they're like, awesome. And then they ask you about it 6 months later and you're like, well, that didn't actually work out, or I failed, or whatever. Keep it to yourself. All right, what you should share is the results. Don't boast, don't brag, but let people see the results of your effort or the things that you are planning and doing in private. Work hard, keep it to yourself, show the results. Gentlemen, bottom line is this. There's some things that it's totally cool to share with other people. But the things that we talked about in today's video, you should always shut your mouth.